Hi guys, Jing Zhi here. I'm the founder of ALLSET, physio and personal training company. If you're new to the channel, just a little bit of background. I'm a personal trainer who used to coach triathlon. During the pandemic, I shifted my focus to personal training and some tech stuff. More on that later. Singapore's currently in what we call Phase 2 Heightened Alert state, meaning no dining out, no indoor gyms, and so on. I'll share my thoughts on the situation at the end of the video, but firstly, here's a day in my life. I shot this across the first 6 days of Phase 2 Heightened Alert, Thursday to Tuesday, just to give you a more accurate picture of how a day really looks like. So in the mornings, I usually have my personal training sessions. During this period, we have to do our sessions outdoors, but thankfully, most of my clients are already training with me outdoors and I only have to make a few adjustments for those training indoors. My first session is at 6 AM and at the moment, my last one is usually about 2 PM. I currently go around 3 places called Collective Dempsey, The Guild Fitness, and House Calls, which basically means condos and parks. My common areas are West Coast and Tanglin, but I also go around other places, especially when it fits nicely into my schedule. To give you a clearer idea of how disruptive it has been, the team at Core Collective had to once again shift equipment outdoors, including staff from their Anson space. This time around, they did the moving across 2 days, Thursday and Friday, and so no business for those days. If you'd like to find out more about the place, I did a video on that previously, go check it out. I'll put a link somewhere on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. The other place I'm at, The Guild Fitness, also has an outdoor gym, and a huge shout out to them, especially Fit the trainer. Without his help, I wouldn't be able to shift the treadmill out and continue my run analysis sessions. Lex, the founder of the gym, is one of our partners, and we did a video together last week, so go check that out too if you're interested. Lastly, to give you a better idea of how a house call is usually like, I simply carry a bag around with up to 10 kg of equipment, and that's usually good enough until we need heavier weights, barbells and stuff. But that sometimes takes up to like a year, depending on the start state of the client and their goals. In the afternoon is where I usually have my meetings. For example, I'm currently developing the All-Win web app with my team, so I meet up with my CTO online and we discuss what we want to build next. During the last few days, we have been working with another running and triathlon coach for feedback, and one feature we have been improving is the Garmin Sync. Right now, we only have a session overview, and we want to have lap times synced as well. In essence, most coaching platforms are either for endurance sports or for strength training, so we are building something that combines both for ourselves and also other trainers who are interested. As more to the app, you can check out our All-Win blog to find out more. Other meetings include speaking to potential hires. As a company, we are always looking out for the best people to work with. One of the videos coming up in September is actually titled 81 Trainer Applicants, 1 Hired. It's based on a trainer we hired back in June, but we've delayed the transfer period to September because of the lockdowns. If you'd like to find out who we eventually hired, simply stay tuned to our channel. If you're still looking out for a physio who is tech savvy and comfortable in front of the camera, it's quite a big ask, but if you know someone, do let us know. The afternoons are also when I do some of my shoots because that's when the gym is slightly emptier, especially on weekends. Here, Chevelle and I are shooting one of our next videos, biggest strength training mistakes runners make, so stay tuned to that as well. Chevelle and I are also launching our own ALLSET podcast. The first one is on how SIT Physio undergrad course is like. He's currently a student there, so if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below or DM us. We'll be happy to answer them. To understand the products in the market better, I also do reviews for watches. The first ones for Garmin and Polar should be coming up in about a month's time. It's also a way for me to mix business and pleasure, meaning I squeeze my workouts in when I try on the watches. So yeah, I spend 30 minutes to an hour a day working out. The rest of the day will mostly be spent scripting, editing and publishing videos. And during this period, we have to do a self-testing every 2 weeks. I do mine at Bishan currently and I get my results 2 hours later after the test. My last test was negative. In evenings, I either continue working or I spend time with my family, check out my house which is currently under renovation, or do some readings and research. And that's a day in my life. To be honest, when I heard about the lockdown, I was quite pissed. A few days in, I was still quite pissed. But right now, I'm kind of making the most of the current situation. A lot of things are still changing, so for me, I think it's more about focusing on the things I can control. Things I can't, I'm trying not to let it affect me too much. Now this video was meant to be more of a sharing, something to look back on when we're out of this phase. But if you'd like to try out an outdoor personal training session, join our team, give us feedback on our app, etc., feel free to contact us through our various channels. That's all for today, stay safe, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya!